On October 28, 2025, Jamaica was struck by the most powerful hurricane ever recorded to hit the island. Hurricane Melissa. Winds reached up to 185 miles per hour, and the storm caused catastrophic damage across parishes, homes, resorts, farms, and more. Welcome back to All About Jamaica. In this video, we'll explore how Hurricane Melissa changed Jamaica and what that means for both locals and tourists in 2026. Make sure you stick around to learn what's changed, what's back to normal, and what to know before you plan your next trip. And if you love Jamaica, culture, travel, lifestyle, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to All About Jamaica. Hurricane Melissa landed near New Hope, Westmoreland, early on October 28th as a full Category 5 storm. It was described as catastrophic. The southern and western regions of Jamaica took the brunt of the storm. Authorities report widespread damage: roofs torn off houses, power outages, flooding, landslides, particularly in flood-prone or deforested zones. Health facilities were hit hard. Many hospitals and clinics damaged or destroyed, especially in western and southern regions.
And many workers, in fact, had no contact with their families while they were continuing their emergency operations.
Thousands of people were displaced. Roads were blocked or washed out. Communication and basic services were disrupted island-wide. And crucially, both the tourism and agriculture sectors, which thousands of Jamaicans depend on for income, were hit hard. Beyond buildings and infrastructure, the human toll has been significant. Many Jamaicans lost their homes, their livelihoods, or both. In rural areas, damage to farms meant loss of crops and income. For people working in tourism, hotel staff, craft vendors, tour guides, the hurricane shattered their income sources almost overnight. As tourism ground to a halt, so did the earnings of thousands. On the health front, the devastation created new vulnerabilities. Over 120 health facilities were affected. Because of flooding and stagnant water, public health concerns rose. There were reports of outbreaks of illnesses, including waterborne diseases, as cleanup and recovery began. Environmentally, areas prone to landslides, made worse by deforestation, suffered heavy losses. Experts say the storm exposed deeper vulnerabilities tied to how we've managed land and forests over the years. If you're watching this and thinking about visiting Jamaica soon, you probably want to know, what's the situation now? What's open and what's not? Good news, the recovery is underway. The government and tourism authorities have been working around the clock, and many key parts of the tourism infrastructure are starting to reopen. As of early December 2025, several major resorts and hotels have reopened, including some high-profile properties. Airports and seaports are also progressively opening, with international flights and cruise arrivals resuming, making travel possible again. One of the first tourist zones bouncing back is the popular beach town of Negril. Resorts and hotels along 7 Mile Beach are expected to be operational by December 15th. That said, not all hotels or areas are back to normal. Some resorts remain closed while they complete repairs. Other regions still have intermittent power, water, or road access issues. For you as a traveler, this means plan carefully, check with resorts or operators before booking, and consider flexibility in your plans. Jamaica is open, but recovery is still ongoing. The damage caused by Melissa isn't just a tourism story, it's a national one. The storm triggered one of the biggest economic shocks Jamaica has faced in decades. Early estimates suggest the damage could amount to roughly 30% of the country's gross domestic product. That's massive. Homes, farms, schools, roads, utilities. Many sectors were hit simultaneously. But recovery is already underway. The government secured a multi-billion-dollar reconstruction and resilience funding package to rebuild infrastructure, strengthen services, and make the island more resilient to future storms. International organizations are also stepping up. Partners like UNESCO are helping with rebuilding efforts. Especially around education, culture, and communication infrastructure. For Jamaicans, this moment is painful, yes, but also a pivotal opportunity to build back better. Stronger buildings, smarter infrastructure, more disaster-resilient communities. And for you, the visitor or diasporan, it's a chance to support rebuilding by responsibly traveling, engaging with local businesses, and being mindful of where your dollars go. So what does this all mean? If you're Jamaican living abroad or thinking about visiting, if you're a tourist or traveler, Jamaica is opening back up. Many resorts and attractions are welcoming visitors again. But do your homework. Check with hotels, ask about availability, and consider staying in areas less affected or already recovered. Give yourself some flexibility with plans. If you're part of the diaspora or visiting family friends, your trips can help by supporting local economies. Every booking, every purchase at a local craft shop, every meal at a local restaurant helps restore livelihoods. If you're Jamaican, this is a time for solidarity and rebuilding. Many families lost homes or jobs, but there's hope. Rebuilding brings jobs in construction, hospitality, services, and it's a chance to create more resilient communities. Whatever your situation, kindness, patience, and respect are key. This is a time to support, not just visit. If you found this video helpful, or you want to see more about Jamaica's recovery, travel tips in 2026, and the real stories of locals rebuilding, please like, share, and subscribe to All About Jamaica. Join our community and show support for the island we love. Jamaica is more than its storms. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, full of heart. Hurricane Melissa changed many things, but what remains is our strength to rebuild, to welcome visitors and loved ones, and to move forward together. Stay safe, stay hopeful, and see you in the next video.